Hey all, welcome to week 7 of teacher training, and this week we're doing chest opening. I'm going to teach you 3 different things that really help to open up across the chest and into the shoulder where it meets the armpit, or what's called your armpit chest cavity. One thing is laying over a block, and then there's something else called shoulder rollover. And then the yoga pose or position I'm going to teach you is reverse namaskarasana, or reverse prayer position behind your back. So I have 2 blocks so that I can lie over a block underneath my back and have one to support my head. So this is how you set it up. When you're new, you might not want too much height, and especially if you're particularly tight across the chest. So we're going to start off on the lowest side, and then we're going to make our way up to the medium side. I'm going to have you put your block right underneath your shoulder blades, and then we'll do one other thing where we move it up a little bit, and it will be on a taller side for that second part. Okay? So this is how you set it up. So you have your block handy for your head, just kind of put it to the side, okay? And then you're gonna lie down all the way onto your back first. So you wanna get all the way down first. Never lie on top of the block. You can actually crack a vertebrae if you hit too hard. So you wanna go in this way. And then, like you would do Matsyasana fish pose, you press in your elbows and sit up. And then take your block, put it on its low side, and then very gently ease your way back. So you see you're moving with a lot of control. And it's right up underneath my shoulder blades. I'm gonna reach back. This one's gonna be on its medium side, and I put my hair up knowing I was gonna do this. And then you let that catch your head. And already you can probably see that it's starting to open up across my chest. It feels so good. You will feel like you have a block in your back. It's not really super comfortable, but the benefits are so amazing. So you get used to it. So it's what I call yoga comfortable, okay? Because you really do relax over the block. You let the block support you, and you allow your chest to open, and just notice all the different sensations. You want to breathe in and out through your nose while you're here, and you should probably take anywhere from 10 to 30 breaths evenly in and out through the nose. But if it starts to become too intense for you, that's your signal to come out, okay? So you really only want to be in here as long as your body is opening and being agreeable. So this is a little bit of deeper work. It's restorative work for teachers, and it's just an incredible asset to add to your practice, because you'll be able to keep this lift coming through your chest once you take the block away. And so I'm going to move into the next part, which is taking it up a little bit higher. And you want to be mindful, this is a back bend, so you don't want to twist a whole lot when you are coming up. So I'm going to place my hands down and come up as evenly as I can. And now I'm going to take my block, I'm going to put it on its medium side. Okay, so I'm holding the block, I know exactly where it is, and I'm going to scooch it back a little bit, because I want it to catch me on my shoulder blades. And I remember when I first learned this, I was like, you want me to put my shoulder blades on the block. the answer was yes. And now I know why. So shoulder blades go on the block. Oh, just wonderful. Then you reach back, in this block that was on its medium side now goes on the tallest side, and you still want it to be horizontal, so it's on tallest side with it running east and west so that you can catch your head comfortably there. And then you let your chest open even more. And what you'll feel is that your shoulder blades draw in towards the front of the body, and the front of the body starts to expand and open. And I mentioned when I introduced the video that we would be opening up into what is called the armpit chest cavity. And I'm going to reach with my left hand to show you. It's right here where your armpit meets your chest. This gets very, very tight for people, so we want to allow this opening using gravity and the support of the blocks to help us increase space in this area. And the same recommendation for how many breaths applies to when you are on your lower side, anywhere from 10 to 30 even breaths in and out through your nose. And if it becomes overwhelming, your body starts gripping, then you know that it's time to come out. And I'm going to come out so that I can show you the next thing. And remember, come out as evenly as possible. So I'm putting my hands down. And it feels odd, like how can I possibly press from here? But you can. Shoulder blades down, start to draw chin a little bit towards chest, press into the hands. And now I'm going to clear my blocks out to the side. And I'm going to lie all the way down onto my back. And just notice the opening in my chest. So just take a couple of breaths, allowing your body as well as your mind to download what just occurred. Okay, don't just rush into the next thing, and don't underestimate how much of an opening that was. And now I'm going to rock and roll up and turn over onto my belly to show you shoulder roll over. And so I'm just going to flip over and lie down, forehead onto the ground, arms go to the right and to the left, and I'm going to roll over onto my left shoulder. So you press with your right hand and turn over. Flip that palm towards the sky. Take interlaced grip and then stretch open across your chest. Let your head and your neck relax. You can see that my right leg is grounding, pressing into the floor. I'm going to activate my left leg as well, and then strengthen through my arms and open the chest even more. Then gently releasing and rolling back over. And then of course you would do the other side. This is reverse Namaskarasana. When you bring your hands behind you, what you'll probably notice is that when you try to bring them in reverse prayer, one hand is usually more agreeable than the other, one shoulder feels tighter than the other, and a lot of people just sort of settle like here, okay? And what I'm going to recommend is you bring one hand back, you grab it with the other, and you can actually move it further up. Then you bring that other hand to meet it. And you get this really beautiful reverse prayer. You can do this with the other hand as well, of course. Okay? And try it with both hands. You should be able to separate your fingertips in reverse prayer. And the more you draw your elbows back, the closer together the heels of your hands will come. The shoulder heads are back, the shoulder blades are down. This is an incredible chest opener and armpit chest cavity opener. You lean a little forward to release